Welcome back. So we are in our student book on page 114, and we just completed doing that page. I want to cement in your mind this form. And by doing that, I want us to read through this again. While we're doing that, I want you to pay very close attention to when they use the past continuous and when they use the simple past. Page 114, 1. While Dad was working in the garden, a thief stole his car. I want you to change this to you. While I was working in the garden, a thief stole my car. Everybody? Okay, we're going to do the same thing for each one. Number 2, except for 2 because you don't have to. I was eating lunch when the fire alarm suddenly went off. What is it? Number 3, Ali fell off a ladder while he was painting the ceiling. What is it? Change to I. I fell off a ladder while I was painting a ceiling. What is it? So picture this in your head while you're saying it so that when it happens in real life in another situation, you'll know the form to use. Number 4, when the earthquake started, the students were taking a test. What is it? Change it to I. When the earthquake started, I was taking a test. What is it? Good. Number 5. I was making a right turn when another car hit the back of my car. What is it? Let's do that again. While we were camping, it suddenly began to rain. What is it? Change it to I. While I was camping, it suddenly began to rain. Number 7, Mr. and Mrs. Gomez were jogging in the park when a dog began to chase them. What is it? Change it to I. I was jogging in the park when a dog began to chase me. What is it? Good. Number 8, while Diana was working outside, a stranger drove up to her house. What is it? Change it to I. While I was working outside, a stranger drove up to my house. Number 9, while we were driving to the beach, someone broke into our garage and stole our new lawnmower. What is it? Change it to I. While I was driving to the beach, someone broke into my garage and stole my new lawnmower. Okay, good. So I hope you remember when to use the simple past, done, over, and when to use the past continuous, something you were doing that was a continual action in the past and is no longer happening or just finished happening. Okay, page 115. Talk with a partner, look at the pictures, ask and answer questions. Use when or while. Remember, while is easy to remember because it means that's when the action was happening, during that time. A, what happened? B, while the woman was working, a tree fell on her house. This is a perfect way to show while and then what happened. Why, in the first picture, what is she doing? She is working. But they want you to use, because the question was, what happened? So we're going to say what? She was working. What happened? She was working. Then what happened? A tree fell on her house. A tree fell on her house. Let's put it in a sentence form. While the woman was working, a tree fell on her house. This is how you would, these are the words you would use. This is the verb tense you would use to explain to someone what happened so they would know exactly when it happened, how it happened. While she was working, a tree fell on her house. Okay. Number 2, what happened? What's happening in the first picture, in the picture number 2? What's the possible subject? A couple, they, a man and a woman, a girl and a boy. So all of those are possibilities. And they want you to use were driving, right? What happened? While the couple was driving near the beach, to the beach, at the beach, they ran out of gas. In the past, run, ran, it's over. So simple past. They ran out of gas. Where and when did they run out of gas? That's right, while they were driving. So the complete sentence would be, what happened? While they were driving at the beach, they ran out of gas. Number 3, what's happening in the picture? A couple is eating dinner. What's happening in the second picture? A policeman is giving them a parking ticket. They are getting a parking ticket. If I say, what's happening? What do you see happening in the picture right now? They are eating dinner. They are getting a parking ticket. But the question that they are asking is, what happened in the past? They want you to change all of this to the past. So, what happened? They got a parking ticket. When did they get the parking ticket? While they were eating. All of this is over because the question is in the past. What happened? While they were eating, they got a parking ticket. What is it? Good. Number 4, what is happening in the picture? He is cooking in his kitchen, right? Is happening now, ing and the helper. He is cooking. And oh, but what happened in the second picture? The lights are off. Why? The lights went out. It's over. The going out, the shutting off is over. So it's the past tense. The lights go out, past tense, went out. put it in the form that they want us to use. We're going to ask the question. A, what happened? While he was cooking dinner, past tense was cooking, it was continuous, the lights went out. Happened in a second, so it's simple past. So again, without my interruption, while he was cooking dinner, the lights went out. Or while he was cooking dinner in his kitchen, the lights went out in the kitchen. Okay, great. So now it says, write sentences about what happened, use when and while. We've already done that. And work with a partner, describe a situation that happened to you. You can do that at home to yourself. Just speaking, pretend you're speaking to somebody else who's sitting across from you, because I want you to be speaking as much English as possible, strengthening the muscles in your jaw, your tongue, and also just feeling comfortable speaking English. Okay, now let's take out our workbook, page 106. Reinforcing what we just went over, past continuous and simple past, page 106. It says underline the past continuous in each sentence. Number 1, what is the past continuous verb? Were jogging. Number 2, was driving. Number 3, was having. Number 4, was making. Number 5, were attending. These are all continuous activities. They don't just happen like this. They start, they go on for a while, and then they stop. Or maybe not, just until the present time. Number 6, was talking. What is the simple past verb in sentence number 1? Started. The simple past in sentence number 2, ran out. Simple past in sentence number 3, stole. Simple past in sentence number 4, started. Simple past in sentence number 5, called. Simple past in sentence number 6, came. So 2 forms in one sentence to show what you mean happened. Next, complete the paragraph. Use the past continuous or the simple past. Okay, everyone? While I was working in the garden yesterday, I heard a loud noise in the street. Which one is the past continuous? That's right, was working. Which one is the simple past? Heard. Which action started and stopped immediately? Heard. Which one happened in the past but was a continuous action? Working in the garden. Working. Okay, good. Next sentence. It sounded like a car accident. Next. When I looked in the street, 2 strangers, what is it? Were talking. That talking is a continuous action when you're talking about this situation. Were talking. Next, one of them looked very upset. The other driver was driving too fast when she hit a tree. So what is the continual action? Was driving. That is the continual action. What happened and was over immediately? Hit the tree. So what is it going to be? The other driver was driving too fast when she hit a tree. Next, the tree then, what's the verb? Fell. That's right. Came down, it's over. It didn't keep falling. If it was continuous, it would have been keep falling. So you know you can't use that. It's going to be the simple past. What is it going to be? The tree then fell on the other person's car. What a mess. Okay, next page, 107. More reinforcement. Everyone, write the sentences. Use the past continuous and the simple past. Look at number 1. Which one is continual? Eating. So let's create this. They've already created the sentence. Let's read the creation. While we were eating lunch, the lights went out. Quick action. Going out is not a continual action. It's something that happens, boom, then it's over. So simple past. Number 2, look at the sentence. Which one is a continual action? Sleeping. What is it going to be? Ellen was sleeping when the fire alarm went off in her home. The going off part, the noise continued, but the going off happened like this. So that's maybe confusing, but that's why it is the simple past. Okay, number 3, look at the sentence. Which one was continuous? Shopping. What is it going to be? When we were shopping at the mall, we got a parking ticket. Good. Number 4, look at that, please. Which one is a continual action? Jogging. So what is the sentence going to be? While Francisco was jogging, it started to rain. Number 5, look at the sentence, please. Number 5, which is the continual action? They're both. In my mind, they're both continual actions. While I was cooking dinner, my husband was attending a meeting. Or you could say, while I was cooking dinner, my husband attended a meeting. But in my mind, attend could be either one. I didn't even look to see what was in the back of the book. Okay, number 6. Everyone, Julio and Tia were working in the garden. That's right. Were working is the continual action when Julio fell off the ladder. So falling is continual, but it says when he fell off the ladder. Okay, so we're almost finished with our time segment here. So I'm going to have us look at the page 106, look at the accident picture. What's the first thing you're supposed to do when something like this happens? Well, there are a couple of things, right? So you exchange telephone numbers, you exchange insurance information, and you call the police, and call your insurance company. Okay, that's it for now. See you next time.